two deer in the middle of this subdivision. Welcome back to Best Place to Live Atlanta. My name is Cecily Simmons. I am your favorite local realtor here in the metro Atlanta area, along with the surrounding areas, helping you find your best place to live. Hello to all my new and returning friends. This is Cecily Simmons, your favorite Atlanta realtor. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are in Roswell. Go ahead and grab a snack or your favorite drink and sit back. And let me take you on a little tour of the downtown Roswell historic area. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. So this is actually a dog park. They have little baggies where you can grab. You can walk your dog, you can sit, you can have food, bring your pets out here. We have signage here showing you the way to some other notable historic sites. Bullock Hall, named after Theodore Roosevelt's mother, Annie Bullock. Barrington Hall is just up the road here. Oak Street Shops and City Hall. And this is the artwork that I mentioned that also gives it some of that community feel, in addition to that upscale, affluent feel. So this is Magnolia Street. Some of the street names have that historic, old-time southern feel, that charm, very present. Yes. All right, so we just walked from the end of the road that way. I just wanted you to get a good idea of how walkable it is here in downtown Roswell. We're still on Canton Street, But we're going down towards some of the neighborhoods here, a little bit of the neighborhood, just to get a little peek at some of the architecture, some of the styles of homes here. But just keep in mind, this is more of that old Southern charm feel, very historic, and there are other styles of architecture that you have access to living in Roswell as well. All right, so we're going to take a little bit of a walk further down the street, and we'll see what some of the homes look like. This is a premium olive oil and vinegar shop. They even have a tasting boutique. Very cool. What do we have here? They have gelato, gifts, local items, pastas and sauces, rubs, and sea salts. Doesn't get any more quaint and charming than that, I would say. So we're walking. This is a home here. We have a pie shop, the Pie Hole, wellness and yoga shop here. Wellness and yoga back here. Now we have a historic site here, the Broadwell House. As you can see, there's some info there. Okay, built entirely of Stone Mountain granite. That is interesting. So that's granite from Stone Mountain. Very cool. Here's an example of some of that architecture. This is circa 1910. Okay. I wouldn't say the homes here are going to reflect this style of a house with granite from Stone Mountain, but as you can see, we do have, these are businesses, but they were once residences. And we're still walking. I'm going to get some footage of a few more shops here. So you have some shops here, and another example of the historic architecture down here. And residents. Okay. All right, so more shops. All right. And it just goes all the way down the street. All right. As you can see. You get ice cream here. This is a pet boutique. Super cute. So as you can see, more of that history, that old town feel, very much the vibe here in downtown Roswell. Very quaint, lots of character, and people are out walking. It is it's around 7:30ish, no, 7 o'clock. We're going on about 7 o'clock. Not quite sunset, but this is the feel. This is the vibe in downtown Roswell on a weeknight. It will be considerably more people out during the weekend, and if there's an event, some of the roads that you're seeing here that we're walking on and people are driving on will most likely be closed. Like, for example, with that festival that I mentioned, the Alive Festival, I'm sure this road is closed and there are people walking all where the cars are driving during those times. But very much a walkable part of town. And like I said, if you would like to come and experience the community feel and then go back to your more traditional neighborhood, you can do that as well in Roswell. Let's be a little closer. So this home behind me is a notable, very notable historic site here in Roswell, known as Bullock Hall, actually the childhood home of Mittie Bullock, the mother of President Theodore Roosevelt. So that little off in the distance, it's actually not little, but behind me is Bullock Hall. Very historic, lots of rich history here. Just down the road in Roswell, Georgia. All right, so the median home price in Roswell is right about anywhere between $720,000 to the $750,000 range. Right about there is the sweet spot for what we call the current median home sales price. A little bit different than what the list price is. This number rather is what the homes the median average of what homes are actually selling for in Roswell. So right now we're going to take a look at a really cool property. This home is actually coming in below the median home price. So I think it's going to be a great opportunity to show that you actually can, number one, find a home that's coming in listed below the median home price in Roswell, Georgia. A beautiful home with a lot of great features and also have that amazing Roswell location. Now this home is actively listed on the market. So let's go take a look at it because many are under the misconception that Roswell automatically means out of their price range, not affordable. So come along with me and let's tour 195 Sailwind Court. And I'm here to show you in this video, you can indeed find a home that is below the median home price and have it be a great deal, a quality place to live, and also have that exclusive Roswell address. If you thought you were priced out of living in Roswell, think again. Great condition And it proves that you really have to come out and take a look and work with an agent who is able to help you locate the type of inventory you're looking for, you know, within your price range. They do exist. Now, you probably have to obviously be willing and ready to move fast. That means if you're interested in something at or below the median home price in a certain area, already have your pre-approval from your lender, or get with me and let me help make sure that your pre-approval process is already set up and secure, so that in the event or whenever you do decide that you found your best place to call home, we're able to follow through, get that offer in, and make sure that you win that property. Make sure that you're able to get that property before somebody else does, especially when they're in exclusive locations, in sought after zip codes. I mean, Roswell's one of the more popular zip codes that people are relocating to from other parts of the United States and the world, right? So you want to make sure when it's time, you have your ducks in a row as far as the basics, like getting pre-approved. And if you haven't done that yet, get with me, and I'm happy to put you in touch with a few of my lenders to help you get that started. Right behind me, we have one of the modern homes that have been recently constructed, built into East Cobb. So that's something. We're right now driving through East Cobb, which is conveniently located adjacent to Roswell. We're taking one of the main arteries through East Cobb, back roads of course, which is something that you will learn once you move here to get over to Roswell. I'll see you at the property. All right, we've made it. Beautiful home. First thing I notice is these gorgeous magnolia trees here in the front yard. So let's go take a look inside. And thank you again to Robert Murphy, the listing agent, for allowing us to view this beautiful property. All right, well, my name is Cecily Simmons with Keller Williams Atlanta North. I want to welcome you to 195 Sail Wind Court in Roswell. Some facts about this amazing property. You have 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. You have 3 levels. There's a fully finished basement with an additional living space. Great community. We're in the Martins Landing subdivision on a quiet cul-de-sac. Lots of natural landscaping in the front yard, as well as height to this property. This property is actually located, the driveway kind of goes up, so keep that in mind. But it does make for kind of a bird's eye POV when enjoying the interior of the home. Just walking through, you notice that you get a lot of natural light. There are strategically placed, I think, windows to provide for natural light from very interesting points in this property throughout the home, like the closets. In addition to here in the main living room area, there's some great windows. Even the front door has a nice window feature, which provides a lot of natural light coming in and really adds to the spacious feel, and also kind of the oasis factor, like you're up and away from the rest of the subdivision. So that's something that I think is a cool feel. It's very unique. You do kind of get the feel like you're up in the trees, and some beautiful trees at that. I noticed those magnolia trees out, as well as the additional trees. I noticed there's bird feeders around, so lots of opportunity for interacting with the birds, feeding the birds, observing the birds and the rest of nature here on this beautiful home. This home is 2,542 square feet on a 0.29 acre lot. There is an HOA, and there are fees totaling around $960 annually. There is about a $500 initiation fee, so keep that in mind with this home. But it feels very exclusive. and quiet. This home does have a traditional style architecture. It was built in 1974. It's got great bones. They've done a lot of updating and renovating, as you can see. It feels very much like a steal of a deal in the sought after Roswell suburb. Let's talk about a few other amenities. In Martin's Landing, you've got 3 tennis courts, 3 pools. There is a 53-acre lake area here in this community. The community feels very vibrant and also very welcoming, very calm and friendly. Also notable, you're in very close proximity, minutes away from the Chattahoochee River, which I love, and the Chattahoochee River is a main point for a lot of residents here in Roswell to kayak, bike, hike, or just go and observe and relax upon the river. There's a lot of opportunity for that here. So make sure you check that out when you're coming to view this home. And don't forget, it's just a short drive to historic Roswell and all the restaurants, boutiques, and shops there, or heading over to the Avalon, which we all love, to get in some of that fabulous shopping and dining whenever you feel the need. And I would like to thank the listing agent, Robert Murphy of Homestead Realtors, for allowing us the opportunity to view this amazing property. And it won't last long, so if you're interested in viewing this property in person, which I highly recommend, contact me to set up a showing. Very serene, nice and quiet, as you can see. Gorgeous opportunities to experience nature. Listen at that, isn't that great? And then you have your drive up here with this beautiful brick and wood, in addition to your paved driveway. Brick pavers. Got your garage. Very nice. So we are uphill, which, depending on how you look at it, I think is an amazing thing. Going uphill here, you have this awesome drive-up experience overlooking your cul-de-sac. I think that's a huge selling point for this property. And then here is your oasis. Up in the clouds, up in the trees, bird's eye view. So I love the lighting here. They've definitely done some renovations. Gorgeous tile and a great color coordination with a wonderful nautical blue. Okay. The door to, so we have laundry, laundry space, washer dryer, laundry sink, very nice. Your 2-car garage. Gorgeous hardwoods. Look like they've updated the flooring here. Something that I really also like and appreciate are the views, the wooded views from this property. Now you obviously do have the homes across the street, but the nature factor is big as far as what the experience that this property is giving. So I really want to point that out. Feels very woodsy, but the windows are large enough to provide for natural light. Now we have your dining here. Gorgeous view of the backyard, playground already ready to go. And we get to everybody's favorite, the kitchen. Love the tile. White cabinetry. Now, one thing I did notice are that the appliances do convey with this home. So you already get a head start with some wonderful stainless steel appliances. Again, lots of great natural light coming in from your backyard here. Gorgeous patio, which we'll take a look at shortly. Pantry, extra storage, great bins there. Basement. Gorgeous nature shot here. Up in the air is the feel, because we are up kind of on display. This home seems to be positioned high as a center point in this subdivision. This feels very much like the primary. Again, we can see our backyard here. Marble counter and great cabinetry here on the vanity. Hey. Great storage here. Lots of shelving here in the closet with a view. Have a window when you're going through your wardrobe. Water closet here in its own separate room. Another bedroom here. And I really love, I gotta say. All right, so something I think is really special about this property and very unique. Number one is that they come with these chrome closet shelving here. Very nice touch, nice stainless steel design. How many homes can you say have a view when you're in your closet grabbing your outfit for the day? You have a lot of natural light and you have the outside to help highlight your wardrobe selection. I think that is a wonderful feature in the closet. Really appreciate an extra window for that natural light and the nature views. You cannot go wrong with nature. You can't go wrong with the nature views. You don't even need a, well, Nice touch there. It really adds more space. So we have another bathroom. Love the design for the mirrors. Again, marble countertop, gorgeous vanity, great color, kind of a slate. This has some wonderful features. They've done some great updating with this one. The fixtures are very nice. Again, we have subway tile here with a different tile detail there where your soap will be, as well as some hooks. That's a nice touch. I appreciate the details. So we have a wood burning fireplace here with a beautiful tile detail, also capturing some of the grays with that slate paint to finish. That's flowing throughout the house. So we have a screened in patio here overlooking our backyard, which comes in handy all seasons, especially when the insects are out, the mosquitoes. Now, can I just point out that you even have a fan here for your afternoon naps on those long, warm spring into summer days, even summer days, depending on the time of day, maybe closer towards sunset or after sunset. You could be out here with the fan and not melting inside of your covered patio, enjoying the sound of nature. So let's take a walk out here really quickly. And if you'll see behind me, you have your walkway leading to a fence, which is going to take you back around the front driveway. Again, a shot of the rest of your backyard and patio. Yes, I just ran from a bug. Okay. So I mentioned this property, this home is on 0.29 acres. So I think that is notable and should be pointed out for somebody who doesn't like to do too much yard work. You do want a yard, but you don't want too much yard. I think this is a great size for somebody who occasionally would like to do a little bit of yard work, but not be overwhelmed with acres, hills and hills of grass to manage. Now you do have a good amount of space in the front yard, lots of trees there as well, which I do also think add to the privacy effect with all of the windows that this property has. Those trees provide a lot of privacy. And they take up some of the space where you probably wouldn't have to do too much mowing, I think. So we have a finished basement, wooden beam detail. Those are your windows there that are right at ground level outside. Ceiling fan. Now this is an additional living space. So this is another feature that I think makes this home a steal in Roswell. Beautiful farmhouse style barn door detail. And then we have an additional bathroom complete with an additional bathroom for whoever decides to take this room. Vanity, very cute. Nice off-white here. So an additional bedroom, an additional living space for whoever you decide will take this area. And really, you also have more living space here. That could be recreation. It could be an additional living room den. You could use this for working out or fitness, or it could be an additional living space for whoever lives down here. Many are doing the in-law suite, using this type of space for multi-generational living. If you have a parent or parents that also live with you, or however you want to do it. You could also certainly make an office out of that space there and have your own bathroom down here for that. It's pretty flexible, very versatile, and I think one of the most important things is it is finished. It's ready to move in at the amazing price point that I mentioned, and you're in Roswell, so you can't go wrong. I hope you enjoyed your video tour of 195 Salewind Court. My name is Cecily Simmons, your favorite realtor with Keller Williams Atlanta North. If you'd like to schedule a tour to look at this property, reach out to me. My contact info will be located near this video, but don't wait. As you can see, it is an amazing deal with an awesome Roswell address. Wow. That's so cool. Aww. Two deer in the middle of this subdivision.